Happy Wisdom Wednesday, everyone. So we are here in my garage. I don't have a Lamborghini, not yet, and my books aren't here. They're upstairs.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought.
But this is my garage gym, and figured another great chapter out of this fantastic book, The 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss, I'd like to talk about. Something that we often gloss over, which is how do we injury-proof our body? Now, I'm going to jump to one of the chapters on this called Prehab. Read you a quote here. It says, "I never struggled with injury problems because of my preparation, in particular my stretching." That's Edwin Moses, who's the 2-time Olympic gold medalist in the 400-meter hurdles and the winner of 122 consecutive races. Now, the thing is that we think about how do we build strength all the time, but we don't think about how do we injury-proof our body. Now, one of the people that Tim talks about in this book is Michelle Wie. Michelle Wie was a phenom in the ladies, in the LPGA. She was a female golfer, but in 2008, her injuries prevented her from doing literally a single push-up, and she's probably the most famous athlete with, in terms of having all these injuries. Now, there's a gentleman named Gray Cook who's the mastermind behind her rehab, and he helps fix athletes up and essentially develop them so they're essentially injury-proof. Now, there are different exercises that he goes through, but there's one exercise in particular that he used with Michelle Wie more than anything else, and if there was one exercise that he would pick to help prehab and injury-proof the body, it's this, and it happens to be the Turkish getup, which should be my specialty because I am Turkish. So let's take a look at that. Let's talk about some of the weights. So of course, when it comes to the Turkish getup, people like to use different weights, so usually kettlebells. You can use something as simple as a weighted water gallon or a water bottle at home, even a book. But for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to use a kettlebell like I usually do. So when it comes to the Turkish getup, okay, you start by sitting on the ground. Okay? And the thing about the Turkish getup you have to keep in mind is that it works 9 different functional movements all in one. So your body has all these different muscles you're not used to working out, but the Turkish getup exercises that. Now, the way you should think about the Turkish getup is it's a functional movement that's very complex. A lot of people hate it, and you don't even have to use a weight. You can just even use your body weight. But even one of the head trainers of the Indianapolis Colts said that the Turkish getup is something he starts warm-ups with, he ends warm-ups with, and he checks progress with it. Better way to put it, which Tim came up with, is that it's very much like a save document type of exercise, where essentially you do the Turkish getup to save your progress in all these different functional movements because it incorporates so many different things. So here's how you should use the Turkish getup, and of course you have to do it on both the left side and right side, but I'm going to do it on the left side. You start like this. You pull the weight over, and now you lay down flat. Okay? You punch up, and with your opposite hand on the ground. Okay? Then you lift one leg like this, so right knee to the right hand. You push your hand down, and you stand yourself up like this. That's one side. Okay, now you push up with the opposite hand. So now I'm stretching out both my hands. And I plank up in a way, just like that. And I keep my leg on the ground. As you can see, talking and doing this is very hard. I immediately pull one knee in, and now I'm kneeling. I get in this nice position right here, again, keeping my arms straight, core tight, stand up. And there's my Turkish getup, but it's not done yet. Other things do the exact same movement opposite. Again, there's 9 different functions here going on. So you have to really think about what you're doing. So again, put my hand out, I lunge backwards, I go very, very slowly down on one knee, take my hand out here, extend it out, put it on the ground. Again, now I'm kind of in this like warrior pose, I guess, for yoga. I don't do yoga. Now I lift my knee up and I kick my leg out and back in that plank position. I lower myself down very slowly, put both legs out like this, kneel back, go slowly down, again working the abs, and slowly release that kettlebell down to below. And I'm already out of breath because I've never done Turkish getup while talking. So that is your Turkish getup, and of course this is your book of the week. Again, this is such a great book. I'm always going to go back every few months and sort of review a certain chapter from here. The 4-Hour Body, it's a great reference when it comes to working out, nutrition, and a variety of other things. So go out and get it. Make sure that every day you have a system where you're doing some kind of exercise. You don't have to do a full workout, but even just little push-ups, do some Turkish get-ups. Something every day will go a long way. So that's your book of the week. Happy Wisdom Wednesday, and as always, I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, I'm going to start working out with my wife. Look at that. Alright, for those of you who stayed to the end of the video, I just want to show you what a real Turkish getup looks like from a real Turk. So I'm going to go for a record today, for my personal record, which is using a 50-pound dumbbell. There we go. Get ready for a lot of primal screams and noises. That's what the internet's all about. Oh yeah. Oh, how about them